guys, this is Miriam at High Life Auto. I am out doing a video test drive on a 2009 Honda Accord. If you've never been on my video test drives before, the way it works is I drive the vehicle on video. I tell you what I see, hear, think, smell, and feel to give you the best indication of being in the driver's seat without actually being in the driver's seat. I'm not a mechanic, and this is not meant to be a 182-point inspection. Rather, this is meant to be a sneak peek into how the vehicle drives and the potential issues I notice as we're going along. So we'll take a look around the vehicle, we'll take a look under the hood, and then we'll go for a drive. And so if you're looking for a good running vehicle that's not going to need any mechanical repair, you don't need to continue watching this video. There is something going on with it. I don't know what. I don't know how big of a problem it is. That's why I'm doing this video, because then I'm hoping that someone else who's a better mechanic than me, which is pretty much anybody, can maybe identify what it is and what it takes to repair. And then they can, determine if it's something that you want. So, here we go. Okay. So, what I do know is the auction said it has an engine noise. Listen. That's your engine noise. I don't know. Matt and I have kind of gone back and forth. Like, we're kind of thinking it sounds like a lifter, but I mean, there's a very good chance that it's a rod. So we don't know. So I'm doing this video so you can hear it, so you can talk to someone who does know, and then maybe it's worth it to you to put in a new motor if that's what it is. But then you can get repair costs up front and know what it is you're getting into. But this is a car less than $1,000. Unfortunately, post-COVID, you can't get a car under $1,000 unless you've got something wrong with it. So here's what it is. We'll do the video like normal, and we'll see what we've got. All right, 2009 Honda Accord. It's not a bad looking car. It does have some rust down on the rockers. You can see right there. But otherwise it's not really that bad looking. Tires are good tires. Probably 75% on the back. And 50% on the front would be my guess. It is a leather interior. It's got your typical weather cracking. The middle console leaves a little bit to be desired. But for the most part, it's pretty decent inside. You've got a sunroof, which we'll check when we get inside. And again, back here, like, it's been detailed. So they thought it was good enough to detail, I suppose. From the back end, it looks pretty decent. It's a V6. And on this side, you don't have the same rust on this side. So it's a pretty good looking car. It's an 09. I think it has 183,000 miles roughly. And from the front end, it looks good. All right, so I'm going to pop the hood. It's going to get considerably louder. So I'll just kind of let you listen, and then I'll shut it and we'll go from there. All right. You can see there's a little piece missing off of right here. So there's that noise. I really don't know. We've had so many cars, and we've had cars that, they make noises and they seem scary, and then they end up not being scary. We've had noises, that don't seem scary, and then they end up being scary, and you really can't tell. So it's just watch the video, take it to someone you trust who might know better. Come look at it if you want, and then kind of make a decision that way. But we'll do all my other little stuff inside. We've got, like I said, it's got 183,000 miles. Your check engine light is flashing, so you've got an active misfire on there. Your VSA light is on, and the triangle light, I think that's just a light that says, hey, there's a warning. But I can always double check that on Google. But so your check engine light, like I said, it's flashing. See if I can get out. There's a glare right there. So you've got an O2 sensor. That's something in the exhaust. 301, so you've got a cylinder 1 misfire, a cylinder 2 misfire, a cylinder 3 misfire, and a random multiple cylinder misfire. And then those are just pending of the same thing. So at the very least, you're going to have something with a misfire. You're going to have, plugs, coils, that kind of thing. Okay, let's see. Let's go. I've got the air conditioning on. It's blowing pretty cold. It's not ice cold, but I would say that it's cold enough to say that the air conditioning works. Let's see if I can figure out how to turn on the radio. Let's go down to a station I know comes in. Radio works. And then we've got, I don't know what's this. Okay, that also changes the stations. Oh, I guess that's what I did, change stations. Huh, dumb me. Okay, that looks like basic menu stuff. Nothing fancy there. It does have heated seats. I'll turn it on and see if we get lights. We've got lights on, and so I'm assuming that they work. There's little cubbies here. What else do we got? Okay, well, we'll do our windows. Driver's side window works, and it looks like right there that window is cracked. Or that mirror, sorry, not window. Passenger side window works. Rear passenger side window works. Rear driver's side window works. Check the sunroof out. Sunroof works. Okay, I'm going to turn the air off. And I'm going to have my window down just a little bit, just so I can hear the car. Normally I'd have my air conditioning on, but this one I just want to hear it as I'm driving it. Thus far, I mean, I've driven it, like 10 feet, but it feels good. I did have to jump it this morning because, we've been gone for a couple weeks and it's been sitting. But it did take right off. And I don't know. So, and it felt like just pulling it out of the parking lot, it felt okay. Like it's got good power. Most of the time, when you've got major issues, like you'll start to lose power. But like it's got good power. It's doing what I'm asking it to do. I'm going to go up this hill, which will be a pretty decent test. It's a steep hill, and so it's going to put the car under a load, and that'll really tell you a little bit more about how it's going to perform. My seatbelt light is beeping, of course. But it's accelerating the way it's supposed to. Every once in a while, I kind of feel a little bit of a hiccup, maybe a little hesitation. It's hardly noticeable, except that I'm looking for it. Okay, I'm gonna get my cruise set. I've got my cruise set, and it works. My right turn signal works. My left turn signal works. Go ahead and get over and cancel my cruise. My windshield wipers work. Let's see if I can figure out how to use my fluid. I don't think the windshield wiper fluid works. Let's see. I don't think the windshield wiper fluid works. I don't know if that's because I'm out. I know there was one reservoir under there that didn't have a lid on it, so it very well could have been the windshield wiper fluid, and maybe it's just empty. So windshield wiper fluid is not going. Okay, we'll do our horn. Horn works. Brakes, good and wow, those are good and solid. Stop you right away. No grinding, no vibration. Coming from a stop there, it did have a little bit of hesitation. I don't know if that's because it's a little bit warmer. So it took a little bit longer for it to go. So it started out a little bit slow, kind of like when you're in a like those go-karts like those go-karts. You kind of push on the gas and they just take a little bit of time to go. But so there's that. It did have that little bit of hesitation, but now it's up and going. It's running the way it's supposed to. I don't hear any suspension noise. So this is the best I've got. I know it's not. I didn't really give you any concrete answers or tell you what's wrong with it. But Part of that is because I don't know. And so just be aware that this is a cheap car. It's going to need some kind of fix, at a minimum. Plugs and coils on, cylinder 1, 2, and 3. And then if you do 1, 2, and 3, you might as well do 4, 5, and 6. But it very well could be more than that. And so just take it to someone who can be honest with you and tell you what you need to know, and be prepared for whatever it takes when you buy it. Not saying it's a bad car, not saying it's a good car. It's a gamble, and it's going to be a car that you're going to have to put some money into before it's an everyday, drive it all the time kind of car. So if you have any other questions, I can try and answer them for you. My cell phone is 309-267-7200. Thanks, guys.